Hello, welcome back to my channel Kritika Entertainment. Today last class we have discussed about what is your TCP socket programming. Okay, TCP means what? It is a connection oriented, so that before send the data you have made the connection between two devices or two terminals. Okay, so that means by using accept in the server side and client side will be use the connect. Then connect will send the message to the receiver and connect will be send the message. Connect means it is a client side will send the message to the your server, then server will be use the accept function, it will accept the data. So this is called connection three-way handshake, or this is called connection oriented your programming or protocol, TCP, transmission control protocol. But today I will be discuss what it is UDP. UDP stands for, today we start the UDP. UDP stands for user datagram protocol. Then it is a, what is the difference between TCP and UDP? TCP is a connection oriented programming. That means before send any data we have to make the connection by using connect and accept function in the TCP. But here in the UDP there is no server and no client. So what will we give their name? Will be give their name is what? Na sender, and another is called what? Na receiver. Okay, receiver. So here is no server, no client. Both are, it is called peer-to-peer connectivity because there is no server and no client. So you may be think one machine is maybe server, or another machine may be server, another is the client, and a second one may be also client. So instead of giving the name client and server, it is confusing. So we'll be give them their name sender and receiver. Okay, who will be first receive, that is called receiver. Who will be first send the message, that is called sender. So thing here will be okay. So then question is, when you do the UDP program, so UDP means what? Now it is a connection between two devices. Or okay, so question is here, it will be arises that we have to buy the two machines or two systems from the market. The question is not no need or not at all. We have to buy. We have to, in one machine we can do the okay UDP programming. So then question is how? Now in the one machine you have to open the two terminals. I have opened here two terminals. Okay, you can see in your window there is writing RC stands for receive, and here SN stands for sender. So here will be okay. So what will happen? Now suppose this is called your I'll be made one. Suppose this is the system number one, and this is called your suppose receiver. Okay, and this is called receiver. Then this is the another system. Okay, this is called your what? Now sender. This is called your sender. So question is, suppose when so same in terminal you can see also. So first I will be run the receiver, because receiver first will be made the established. So here I will type the GCC rc.c, that means receiver.c. Then after compile, you do not compile the sender, first you compile the receiver, then run it. Otherwise if you compile this receiver, then your source code output binary file will be stored the ./a.out. Then when you run the sender.c file, then what will happen? Instead of store the binary file of a receiver function, receiver file, it will store the sender file. When you run this file, then you can see that always sender.c file will be executed. So I'll be first telling you that you will be first compile the receiver file, then run, then go to the sender also first compile, then will be run. Okay, so here you can see my window. I'll be suppose compile this GCC. Okay, GCC rc.c, it is compiled successfully. Then I'll find the output ./a.out. Okay, then you see the, then though it is receiver, it will be first ready and wait whether maybe any sender will be send the message to the receiver. Then sender will be run this program. You see sender. Then here I will be compile the GCC sender.c ./a.out. Then what will happen? Sender will be send the hello. Okay, here we see sender will be send the hello to the receiver. Okay, then receiver function machine, it will be a terminal, it will display the hello. Then I run this, you can see hello. Then receiver, after get the receive hello, then it will send the bye. Okay, then it will be display in the bye in the system. Okay, sender receive. So this program is be, you can find in the terminal. I will be simply run this program later. After some time I will be tell you or explain you all details. So this is called run the programs. Okay, then question is, your UDP is the user datagram protocol and it is a connectionless protocol. So here so then question will look at first thing, socket. First thing to here to discuss the socket. Okay, I have discussed about UDP. Then we start the sockets. What is in socket? Socket is a endpoint communication between two devices across the network. So socket is a endpoint communication between two devices. Suppose this is called one devices. Suppose this is called one devices. This is called, suppose this is will be named, it is what? No, it is a receiver. Okay, this is a one device, then another is called your sender. I have told you, no need to buy the two devices. In one machine you can open the two terminals, and this is named this receiver name, this is named this sender, that can be communicated with each other without buying the two machines. So this is called receiver, this is called sender. Okay, so socket is the endpoint communication. Okay, socket is the endpoint communication between two devices across the network. So this is called, suppose, receiver, this is called the sender. Then when you want to send these two machine data, then it will follow the OSI model. Okay, when you want to send these two machine data, it will follow the OSI model. Then I will be discuss about OSI model. In OSI model there is a 7 layers. OSI model, okay, there is a 7 layers. Okay, in OSI model there is a 7 layers, but 3 layers is a combined of one layer, that is called, suppose, presentation layer. Okay, in the presentation layer you can find, okay, presentation layer, it is called application layer, or it is also called session layer. Okay, suppose this is called, suppose this is called, suppose I will name the receiver. Okay, this is called, suppose, receiver. So presentation layer, then after you can find this is called your transport layer. Okay, this is called your transport layer. Then it is called your, okay, network layer. This is called your network layer, network layer. And this is called your data link layer. This is called your data link layer, data link layer. And this is called your what? Na physical layer. This is called your physical layer. Okay, these 5 layers are present in your OSI model. This is called receiver machine. Same are also repeated in your sender machine. So this is called your, suppose, sender. I will take the here sender. Okay, this is called a sender system. Okay, sender system or sender terminal. In sender side also you can find. Okay, this is called presentation layer, and this is called your transport layer. Okay, this is called your transport layer. Okay, then this is called your network layer. Okay, this is called your network layer. Okay, network layer. And this is called your data link layer. Okay, this is called your data link layer, data link layer, link layer. And this is called your physical layer. Okay, this is called your physical layer. So question, when you send the data, what will happen? Okay, socket is the endpoint communication. So socket is the endpoint communication means what? Now whenever we send the hello from sender to receiver, then what will be happen? Suppose in the presentation layer means it is run on the user space, and all these things are run in which space? Kernel space. Kernel means it is called heart of your operating system. That means it is a low level API. We cannot interact with these things. We can interact, or we can write, or we can modify only user space. So user space means here you will write the only logics, if, else, switch case, all these things, or int, xy, whether which type of variable you have to declare, you will be write in the only user space. So here suppose in same it is called also your user space, and all these things are called your kernel space. So suppose here when you write send the message hello, what will happen? Now what will happen? It will be not directly moved to the transport layer. Okay, it will in between there is a one socket is created. Okay, one socket is created. When you write the hello, it will be first write into this file socket hello. That means socket is a here temporary file, so that whenever you send the message presentation layer, socket will be read the data from presentation layer and store inside it. So this is called hello. Then what will happen? Transport layer will be read the data from the socket. So that is called socket is a your temporary file. Then transport layer will be read the data and send to the network layer. Then network layer will send to the data link layer. Data link layer will send to the physical layer. Then physical layer means it is the wire, and modem. All these things are there. Okay, or Ethernet card, Okay, so data will be sent to the here. Hello will be come to the your receiver machine. Then your data link layer will be sent, or then hello will then physical layer will send the data to the data link layer. Data link layer will send to network layer. Network layer will send to data to the transport layer. Then what will do with transport layer? Transport layer first will be read the data and write into the socket, that is called hello. Okay, then your presentation layer task, it is used to read the data from the hello. It is use the logic that to read the hello from the socket and write or display in the receiver system hello. When receiver also send the buy, what will happen? First buy will be write in the socket, then your transport layer will be read the buy, then send to the network layer and the data link layer, physical layer send to the physical layer of the sender. Sender will be read data, and again last it will write in the hello in the socket, then buy will be display here in the sender machine. Okay, so this is called your OSI model. Okay, then presentation layer means you will be write the logics, what is the if else or, and transport layer means it will decide whether you are using UDP or TCP. That is called your present network layer, transport layer. Transport layer means it is where use the UDP or TCP. The network layer contains your IP address. Okay, it will be decide your IP address whether you are using IP4 or IP6. The data link layer, it is used to combine the, it is used to link the data. That means it is used to create a process. So it is use the bind function to bind the data link. Data to make a link. Whatever data will come from network layer, it will link and send to the physical layer. Then physical layer, what will happen? Now it will be contains Ethernet card, wire or modem, all these things contain, then data will be moved through the sender to receiver and vice versa, receiver to sender. So this is called your OSI model. Okay, so next will be discuss. I have told you socket. Socket has the three definition. What are these three? I'll be right here. You just see it. What are these three? Okay, so okay, what are these three? Suppose socket is a endpoint communication between two devices across the network. Socket is the endpoint communication between two devices across the network. Second, socket is a temporary file, which I have told you. Third thing, socket is a intermediate or communication between or communication bridge between your socket is a communication between transport layer to presentation layer. Okay, socket is a your communication between transport layer to your presentation layer. Okay, So now I'll be tell you how many types sockets are there. Okay, so I'll be tell you how many types sockets are there. Okay, so socket is a first is internet socket, second unique socket, third raw socket. Then will be discuss internet socket. Internet socket will be discussed about internet socket. Okay, will be not discussed about unique socket and raw socket. These are not so in your syllabus. So these are not will be discussion about. Will be only run in the internet socket. Then the question is internet sockets are two types. First is your TCP, second is UDP. Okay, so today we will start the internet socket, not the unique socket and raw socket. Okay, next thing I will tell you what is the connection diagram of UDP. What is the connection diagram? Connection diagram of UDP. So I have told you there is two terminals open, one is sender, one is receiver. So this is suppose this is called receiver. So this is called your suppose receiver terminal, receiver, and this is called your sender terminal. Okay. So when I have told you socket is a endpoint communication between two devices. So here what will happen? You will be sender and here the receiver machine. So here you will be check. So socket both side you have to create. Without socket you cannot send the data. So this side also create the socket. Okay. Then this is receiver. The receiver side you will be declare the bind function. This is a connection diagram of a UDP. If you want to connection diagram of TCP, then I have given in the description box. You can find the link there and click and check. Okay, so this is called bind. And I have to tell you, if you are beginners or if you are new to my channel, then subscribe it. If you already subscribed, then comment, like, share, and share the video. If you understood, it is helpful for you, then you can share or also like also. Okay, then bind. Then question is sender side is bind. It is optional. You may be bind, you may not be bind, but I will be show you. Okay, by using two-side bind function. Okay, then it is not a TCP, so there is not a need to write the your listen function, accept function, connect function. So after bind, you can directly here. Okay, your sender will send the send to. In TCP, you are using sender function, but here you will write the send to, and here you will write the receive from. And same receiver also use the send to, then it is also use the receive from function. Then both side you can find the close, here also you can find the close function. This is called your diagram of UDP or connections diagram. Okay, receiver machine are there, sender also there. Then both side socket is declared. Socket is the endpoint communication and bind function, receive function, send to function. Just so it is called very simple UDP, but it is the confused because there is no server, no client. So you may be sometimes confused that whether it is receiver or sender. Here also you will be also confused whether it is receiver sender. So but now I will be make the program. Okay, in the program I will be describe one by one point and write in front of you, and every line I will be try to listen you why I have written that line. Okay, so all of you give the attention and see to the end of the video. Okay, see at the end of the at last of the video, so that you can understood very well. Otherwise, you will be never understand what is actually this program. Okay, so here suppose here what will happen, I will be first open suppose terminal. Okay, so here first I will be clear the machine. Okay, I will be clear it. So, suppose then I will be clear this. So here I will be not declare all the header files, because I want to write the code. Inside that code, when the header files needed, I will be describe here, or write that header files, that here it will be need that type of a header file, or that header file which will be help the program to run smoothly. Okay, so here suppose here I will be write suppose gedit. Okay, what is the file name? Now my suppose receiver. First I will be write the receiver program dot c. Then in the client side you will be write also gedit. Okay, and you will write suppose my sender. Okay, I have already told you, no need to buy the two machines, only one machine you can. Okay, so here I will tell you, socket is a endpoint communication. How to make endpoint communication? So socket is associated your domain, port, IP address. Socket is associated with the domain, port, IP address. First thing I will tell you, domain. Domain means it is internet domain, which is called IP version. IP version means what? Whether you are using IP4 or IP6, this is called your IP version. Okay, so it is got 32-bit. Okay, so next port. Port means what? 0 to start 65,500 something. So from 0 to 1023 is called your predefined port, which have already used by some programs. That is called, suppose HTTP use the 80. So telnet use the I think 21. This type all ports are assigned. 21 or 23 I have not exact remember. So these ports are already used by the programs. Predefined port, it is called reserve port. You do not use that port, other programs will be called automatically. So you will be use the program after 1024. Okay, so here use the greater than 1024. Then question is, why we use the port? Port why we use? It is a good question. Why we use the port? Suppose you remember here, in one system, okay, this is a system, there 3 programs are running, okay, 4 programs are running, understood? Suppose this is called Tomcat, this is called SQL, this is called Oracle, this is called MySQL, this is called SQL Server, this is called SQL Server, SQL Server. Okay, so Tomcat I have assigned the port 8000. SQL Server I assigned the 7000. Oracle I assigned the suppose 4000, and MySQL I assigned the suppose 3000. So in one system several programs are running. Then suppose if I want to call this Tomcat application, then what will be port you have to use? 8000. That means same machine, if there is a different programs are running, then you assign them different ports, so that whenever you use that port, automatically that program will be called to our program. Automatically that program will be assigned to us, or automatically that software will be execute the program. So here you will tomcat 8000, 7000, 4000, 3000. So when you call the 8000, that means tomcat server will be run. When you call the 7000, that means MySQL SQL server runs. So port number will be used the inner program. Next is IP address. IP address. Suppose IP address. What is the IP address? Now IP address means suppose what is the IP address? If it is the same machine, then you use the 127.0.0.1. This is called loopback address. Loopback address, or this is called local host, or loopback address, or this is called loopback address or local host. Okay, so loopback address, this is called local host. So 127.0.0.1. So here you see when I run the program, what will happen? Now suppose this is suppose I have defined the receiver. Okay, this is called receiver machine. And what is their IP address? 127.0.0.1. What is their port? 5000. Okay, and what is their domain? AF underscore INET. That means AF stands for address family, INET internet. Okay, so this is your receiver machine, and this is called your sender machine. Okay, this is called your sender machine. Then same, what is the port, what is the IP address? Well, same machine, so 127.0.0.1. Then what is the port? I have port assigned, this is called 6000. Okay, then what is the address? What is the your domain? AF underscore INET. AF stands for address family. PF you also can net. PF stands for protocol family. Protocol family. Okay, so you remember this is a receiver, this is a sender. Sender, I have used the, what is the IP address? 127.0.0.1. What is the port? 6000. What is the AF underscore INET? Okay, so I will run this program. So come to the system. Okay, this is called system. So here I will be write the program one by one line. Okay, so here I will be edit gedit receiver dot c. I will be open this program. Okay, so okay, receiver dot c. Here I will be starting the program has include. Okay, has include stdio.h. All of you know this is called basic program, so that printf, scanf and p error. Okay, for in the stdio.h you can find printf, scanf, p error. P error means it will be define the socket error automatically. Which type of error it will occur, generate the socket, P error will be define that error message. So this is called P error. Okay, then I will be declare the socket. So here I will be write the int main. Okay, int main, then start the bracket. Okay, here I will write suppose int, suppose though is a receiver, I will be define, this is called receiver ID or FD, receiver FD. FD means file descriptor, because it returns the one number. Descriptor means FD means file descriptor, it returns the one number from file or one number from socket. So I have given the file descriptor name. So receiver, okay, receiver FD, okay, is equal to, so I will give the short name REC FD. Okay, is equal to, I will declare the socket. Okay, so inside socket, what are the parameters I have taken? So you see here, this is called socket. I have defined the three parameters. Okay, so what are that parameters I want to tell you? So socket, in socket there takes the three arguments. What are that arguments? First is the domain. second is the type, third is the protocol. Okay, domain means what? I have told you, whether you are using IP4 or IP6. If there is a IP4, then write down AF underscore INET. If you are using IP6, then you will write AF underscore INET6. But my system support the IP4, so here I will write AF underscore INET. Then type means which type socket we are using. Okay, TCP or UDP. In TCP I will write SOG, okay, stream, STREM, and in UDP will be write the SOG, okay, diagram, okay, SOG diagram. Then protocol, in the protocol we have used to assign the three values. Okay, what are that values? I have told you. What are that value? Maybe 0 or IP proto underscore UDP or IP proto underscore TCP. Then here we pass the three value. Okay, if you are using SOC stream, then use the IP proto underscore TCP. If you are using UDP socket, then you write the IP proto underscore UDP. But if you don't know or don't remember these macro, because it is written in capital letter, so it is called macro. If you have not remembered this, then you will be simply take the 0, which type socket you have declared, it automatically assign that type protocol. If you are using 0 means, if you are a SOC stream, it will automatically assign the IP protocol underscore TCP. If you are using SOC diagram, it will automatically assign the IP protocol underscore UTP. Okay, then I will write in the computer and check what is the value returned from the socket. This is the interesting question. What is the value returned from the socket? Okay, so here I'll be, okay, write the query, write the parameters AF, okay, underscore INET. Okay, then next is I have written, okay, SOC diagram, SOC underscore diagram, that means datagram. Okay, then next will be write, okay, what is this? Next I will be write SOC, okay, IP proto underscore UDP. Okay, this socket is declared. Then question, it will display error. Why I will be run unnecessary, so that time will be wasted. So I will be declare the header files for that socket. Okay, then see what are the header files. I will write hash, okay, include, okay, hash include, okay, will be write sys socket. Okay, then compile. Still I'll be display the error, then I'll tell you why it will display error. Okay, here I will check if receive FD equals to -1. If socket is not successfully created, then it returns the -1. Okay, here I can write P error, socket creation failed, socket creation failed /n. Okay, then write the exit. Then exit which header file contains the exit function. Okay, so here for exit function you have to write, okay, hash include, okay, hash include will be write stdlib.h. Okay, so if there is not error found, then it will be display mind the socket number. Printf socket value is socket, Okay, value is, okay, you write percentile d slash n, okay, will be write, okay, recfd, then I will close the bracket, okay, run this. Then you see whether it will display the error or not. So I will tell you, in stdlib there is also another function that is called system. When you run the program, it will automatically clear the always my program. So here write the clear function, clear keyword. Okay, then I will be compile this. Okay, so gcc. Then what is the error? You check it. It will display error inside IP proto underscore UDP, because this is below it, your caret symbol is there. Then what will be the error? It will also need another header files. Okay, what is that header file? I will write you. Hash include okay, net inet slash in dot h, hash include, okay, right, net inet slash ip dot h, okay, then run the program. Okay, you can find program is success. So I think you have understood that for which function which header file needed. If you have not clear about, then you can also manual page you can also write man socket, then also it will also display the all header, all help details. Okay, you can find this here. Okay, all details will be displayed. So for the queue quit. So next, then when you run this program ./get.out, okay, then it will display socket value is 3. Why it will display 3? I have told you. Why not 0? Why not 1? Why not 2? Direct return the 3. Okay, 0 stands for your standard input and output. It is the predefined value. 0 is for keyboard input, keyboard output. Sorry, keyboard input. For it is for keyboard input. 1 stands for standard output. 2 stands for standard error. It is, these numbers are already defined in C. But when you want to give assign the another number, okay, this number is waiting for to assign the another value. That value is returned from the socket. Okay, already 3s are assigned. So when you return the value from the socket, it will next value is assigned automatically. That is called 3. Okay, so socket is the value is called your 3. Okay, so socket value it will display the 3. Then after socket, okay, and to declare the, so socket is associated with your IP address, port and your domain. So now I will be declare the socket structure which will be assigned these 3 value and combine to your socket and add or associate to the socket. Then what is this? Okay, I will be declare here. Suppose here I will be write, suppose struct sock addr underscore in. It is called internal structure. So here I will be declare receiver and sender. Okay, here will declare receiver and sender. So I will be want to tell you struct sock addr underscore in is there. Another sock addr underscore in6 is there. Another is sock addr only. This is the sock addr. Then IN I have already told you, if you are using IP4 then use the socket editor underscore in. If you are using IP6 then use this IN6. My computer supports only IP4, so I will use this. Then call what is the socket editor? It is called generic structure. Generic structure, that means any type of whether you are using IP4 or IP6, it can be casted into socket. Socket editor it may be contains the value of the IP4 or IP6, so it is called your generic structure. Okay, so here I will declare this that structure, and what is the structure variable? It is called your receiver and sender. Okay, first I will be receiver and sender. So so here I will be assign the receiver dot. Okay, you will be write scene family. What is that family? You will be write AF underscore INET. That means my family is called IBP version 4, so that I can later store this, because my domain is this, means IP4 means I will be store the IP4 IP address. So then receiver dot scene port. I have told you what is port. HTONS, host to network sort. Sort means it is 2 byte. So I will be store here 5000. That means my receiver is the port is 5000. Then receiver dot scene underscore addr dot s underscore addr is equal to, I will be write inet underscore addr. Okay, 127.0.0.1. Okay, I will be assigned this IP address. So question, I can understand this line, because it is a structure, it is a data member. It is structure, it is data member. What are this line? This line I have told you, this is called outer structure, this is called nested structure, this is called nested structure variable. Then how you see this? Okay, how you see this? So suppose here this is a predefined structure, no need to write. Okay, so here I will be write suppose struct addr underscore in. Then here will start, I will be write here suppose int port. I will be write here suppose int scene port, int scene family. Okay, this is the data member. And what is that variable name? I have declared receiver or sender. So here write the receiver. Okay, so here declare another variable, that is called struct in underscore addr. Inside I will declare long. Long is the large value of your integer. So here write s underscore addr. Then bracket close, I will be write the scene underscore addr. Then you can decide this is called outer structure, this is called nested structure. So outer structure variable means receiver. Then I will be write receiver. How to access this variable? You cannot direct access receiver dot s underscore addr. We will be write receiver dot scene underscore addr dot s underscore addr is equal to IP address you can store. Okay, so this time it is, I think you have understood, this is a nested structure scene addr, this is outer structure. To access this variable you cannot write direct receiver dot si addr, because mediator is the sa on scene underscore addr. You will write receiver dot scene underscore addr dot s underscore addr IP address. Then question is, okay, then I can understood this, but why you are using inet underscore addr, inet underscore addr. You see inside inet underscore addr I have part 127.0.0.1. What is this? This is called string IP address. This is called string IP address. It is not original dotted IP. To convert into original dotted IP address to send the network, I use the inet underscore editor. It is used to convert the original dotted IP address into or string formatted IP address into original dotted IP address. Okay. So if you want to reverse or vice versa, then you can use also inet underscore a NTOA network to ASCII. This is reverse. That means it is used to convert the your original dotted IP address to the string IP address. Okay. So this is called. Then I will write in the program. Okay. Then you see it. Okay. I will be writing in the program. So here I will be write receiver dot scene underscore family is equal to AF underscore inet. Okay, then next is receiver dot scene port is equal to STONS. Okay, you will write 127.0.0.1. Okay, so and you will write receiver dot scene port is equal to, it will write STONS. Okay, it will write 5000. So this is called your assign. Then next is bind function. I have shown you in the UDP connection diagram. There is a bind function. What is the bind function? Now bind function is used to associate the port, IP address and domain to the socket. That means socket is here. I have given the name that is called REC receiver FD. So if you want to add the receiver FD, okay, socket, suppose domain, then IP, then port, then use the bind function. Okay, then see how to use this. Okay, that port and IP address is stored in the receiver. Okay, so here I will write int B. B stands for suppose bind, short form. Then bind, in bind function also there is a number of parameters are there. Then what are that parameters? I will tell you. Okay, 3 parameters are there. Okay, what are that 3 parameters? You see here. What are that 3 parameters? Suppose here, suppose in bind 3 parameters are needed. First is REC FD, receive FD. Second is your, okay, I want to receiver should be, I want to first this server, this machine want to create a process. So bind is a process to create a process so that it will be make as a receiver. So here will be write the receiver variable so that it will be associate the port IP address to the receiver FD. Then what is the size of the receiver? Size of receiver. Okay. So I will write this is equal to B, int B. Then you see receiver, this is the receiver. So receiver first should be run so that sender will be send the message. So receiver first make a process. So receiver will be, I will be declare here receiver variable, receiver structure variable. Okay, so here see, then I'll check what is the return type of B, what is the return of bind function. Okay, so here how to write this. Okay, how to write this? Your question is how to write this. Will be right here. Struct sock addr. Pointer type you have to cast. Okay, so here we write ampersand receiver. So I am writing here. I have told you in a generic structure it can be cast either it is IP4 or IP6. It is automatically casted. So here I will be write the okay. What is this? Now receive AD record. Receive FD. Okay. Then next is the ampersand. Here write struct socket DDR pointer. Okay. Ampersand will be right. Okay, so your receiver. Then will be right size of receiver. Okay, so here also it may be find the error. So here write if b equals to -1. Okay, then you can write printf bind failure. Not printf, p error will be right, p error bind failure. Then /n. If bind failure, then my program should be terminate here. So exit 0. Okay, bracket close. Then I want to display the value of the bind function. To printf bind value is %d /n. I'll be write the b. Okay. Then I'll be run this program. Let's just see it. What is the output of this program? It is display error. Why did display error? I think I have not given the semicolon there. So check here. Int b bind RCFD struct sock addr pointer ampersand receiver size of receiver. If b equals to okay. If b equals to -1 bind failure exit 0, then printf b. Then I will check why this error will occur. So here what is the error? I will check there. So I will clear this screen first. Then I will compile the program. So it will display 29 scene port. Okay, 1929 double quote is given, 1829, 18 double quote is missing here, 127. So I will first correct this. Okay, so here in 127 you can find double quote is missing. So I will close this, then compile. Still error is there, STONS. Okay, then STONS error is found. Then what are that header files? Okay, I will write or remember it. For STONS, you will be write okay hash include orpa /inet.h. It will be help you in the programming that. Then another is what STONS. It will include my receiver STONS 128.0.0.1. Okay, warning. Okay, then I will see what the scene port is also there. RECI receiver that scene port S2NS want S2NS you will be write the port number. I have by mistake I have written the here it is the will be changed and write inet underscore ADDR. Okay, so I will compile this and check. Yes, successful compiled. Okay, so bind function is common success, and when you find the output, then see what is the output. Bind failure cannot assign the requested address. So I'll be check here. So 127 a final source, then it will write bind receiver FD. Okay, then receiver FD stock second detail ampersand receiver size of receiver if equal to -1, then error it will bind value. So here I'll be again save this value, then compile. Okay, run. Cannot assign the requested value because okay, then I'll be change the value 5000 to 6000 because 5000 is maybe assign some anywhere. So I'll be close this and compile. Okay, then cannot assign the requested address. I'll be check why the address bind failure. Why bind is failure? I will see check the program. So socket AFN sock diagram IP proto sock diagram IP proto UDP. Okay, then if -1, then socket failed exit 0 printer socket failure percentage stock socket underscore in receiver and sender. Okay, the receiver dot scene family AF underscore inet receiver dot scene port. Oh, scene port, not in scene port. It is right scene ADDR dot s underscore ADDR. Okay, so to store the IP address. So I have made mistake. So okay, so if you find your value is 3 and 0 is displayed, that means your program is successful bind. So I will be change this port 5000 I have already given. So here I will be write the 5000, no need to write the 6000 because my program is mistake somewhere else. Okay, so my server, my file, my receiver is ready. Then I'll be same code write in the your okay which side na sender side, so that time will be safe. Okay, I'll be close this, then open. I'll be change minor code. Okay, so here instead of a receiver FD, I'll be use suppose sender FD, SCN FD, socket FN. Then here I'll be change sender FD. Okay, sender SCN FD. Okay, then here write printer socket value. Here write SCN. Okay, FD. Okay, then will be structure receiver sender there. Then receiver dot not, it is though it is a sender file, so I will be assign the port number or IP address to the sender. Okay, sender dot scene family, then here will be assign the sender. Okay, sender dot scene address underscore DDR, then sender port. Okay, sender port. Then I have told you what is the port. I have given the port sender is 6000. Here I will be assign the value. Okay, 6000. Okay, 6000. Then in bind function I will be write SCN sender FD socket. Here instead of receiver will be use the okay sender. Then here also write the sender and check sender side program is running perfect correctly or not, then bind will. So here I'll be run the okay this sender file, then see check and dot slash a dot out. it is also same. So both server and both sender and receiver both are now running. Then what will happen? Sender will send the first message to the receiver. Okay, because that name is sender. So here I'll be sender will send the message. So how to send? To send the message in TCP, we are using send and receive function. But in UDP, what is right? Send to and receive from. Okay. Then you remember what is the difference between send? In send, receive, you are using 4 parameters. Okay. If you want to know details, you can find the your TCP socket programming. I have given in the description box. You can click the link and check same video, exact video I have given. So send, it is takes the 4 arguments. Okay, in send TCP send, we are using 4 arguments. First is okay, FD, second is message, third is length of a message, then 4 is flag 0. 0 means successful sending 1 byte characters. Then in UDP, UDP you will be send the how many arguments are there. Okay, here will pass the 6 arguments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what are that 6? FD is replaced here FD, message will be replaced here message, length will be replaced here length, flag will be replaced here flag. What are that these two expression, two parameters? Though I have told you it is a connectionless, so I have not defined any connection where it will be sent. So here you will give the IP address or that structure name where to be sent the data and what is the size of that structure. Suppose if you want to send the message to the sender, then here you will be write the sender, okay, and size of sender. If you want to send a message to the receiver, you will be write the receiver and size of receiver. Okay, so size of sender, receiver, size of receiver. So same thing I will be write in okay in my program. So what is the I will be write here? Will be write okay. What are the parameters? And then we see here I will be write. Suppose char okay str, suppose sender and send the message, so I will be depend snd suppose 20, okay, then for receive I will be use the rcv, okay, will be use the 20, okay. So here write printf enter message, okay. So I have forgotten to write one thing, that is called, this is called my which file, sender file. Sender is want to send the message to receiver. So I have here not define the data of receiver. So how to, but receiver I have declared here, but I have not but my sender is unknown. What is the IP address of the receiver? What is the domain? What is the port? So here I will be write okay, what, now receiver dot send family is equal to af underscore inet, okay. Then receiver dot seen port is equal to HTONS. I have told you port is 5000. Here will given write the 5000. Okay, then receiver dot seen addr dot s underscore addr is equal to, will be write inet underscore addr. Okay, you will be write 127.0.0.1. And to tell you one thing or request you, you are from which college you are watching this video or which city, please kindly write in your comment box so that I will be happy that my video will be liking or good or helpful for them to understood this UDP program. So I will request from where you are watching my video, you write the your city name and also college name, and I will be very happy, because this video, to make this video, it is very difficult to create this video and to editing and to bit by bit editing, bit by bit. Whenever when you want to see the whiteboard, when you want to see the computer terminal, it is to synchronize, it is very difficult. Okay, so I think you have understood. Okay, so here okay, I have here defined the receiver data details. So here what will write here, will be write scanf percentile s, okay, snd. I think it is the good among the all videos in YouTube. So request you, where from you are watching, write the college name and also your city name. Okay, so here I will send the message. You will write the send to, sender will send the message to receiver. So here you will write what is the FD, send FD. Then next is the message, will pass the message. Okay, next you will pass the strlen. Okay, you will pass the message. Okay, then you will pass the flag 0. Okay, so 0. Then for this program, you will be use the, what is header file, strlen. All of you know, I know that, include, okay, string.h, string.h. Okay, so here will be write the 0. Then sender and to send, then what is you write here, struct, okay, sock addr pointer, okay, ampersand receiver. Okay, then you write the size of receiver, size of receiver. Okay, then close this. Then here I can type the message printf data sent to receiver, sent to receiver. Okay, then next next what will happen, will we go to the your receiver side. Okay, in receiver side I will go, what will write here, same variable I will declare. Okay, here first I will declare the string.h, so that it will in between it will not make me problem. Hash include, okay, you will write string.h. Okay, so here declare the two variables. So char, okay, RCV 20. Okay, then next SND sending message 20. Okay, so here I'll be write, suppose int size is equal to, first write the size of, okay, receiver, size of receiver. Then next I'll be write, okay, what will write here, int receive r is equal to receive from also same like as a send to, it will also takes the 6 arguments. Okay, though it is a receiver is sending, sender is sending, then you will be write in if sender sending. So receive from, in receiver side you will be pass last 2 argument as sender and size of sender. Okay, so
गुरु वो होता है जो विद्या का दान देता है, विद्या का व्यापार नहीं करता। इसीलिए गुरु को अपने शिष्यों से दक्षिणा की आशा होती है, मूल्य की नहीं।
So here I am writing you, just check it. Okay, you will be declare the what is the FD. You will be write the FD, the receive FD, receive FD. Okay, then you write the what is the message it will receive, Then you write the size of receive RCB. Okay, then next we will pass the flag 0. Okay, then write. Okay, what will write here? You will write struct socket DDR. Okay, pointer ampersand, you will write ampersand. Okay, sender, then here write the ampersand size. What are the size? Okay, then we will write here RCB. Okay, suppose size. Okay, will be write, will be pass the null character so that it will return 1 by 1 character. So make I have make it string. Then printf. Okay, received from sender, data from sender, okay, what is the data, percentile s, then then slash n, you will be pass the message RCB. Okay, then I will close the bracket, then okay, then bracket is closed, then I will compile and can compile, try to compile it. Okay, then successful compiled, then I will be run this message, then okay, bind value is okay, then here I will be compile it, GCC, oh it will be find the error. What is the error? Note that here error is this type, a struct spelling. Okay, I will check why this error is a message. Okay, instead of a message I will be pass. Okay, instead of message I will pass the SND. Here will pass the SND. Okay, because I have declared the sending for message SND and it is also SND. Okay, sending message. So here compile, then slash dot slash a dot out. Hello, then it will be display. Okay, in sender side, receiver side, that it is hello. So here data sent to receiver. So here I will check first message why this garbage characters are displayed. So here scanf, enter message, sender 0 size of. Okay, here strlen snd. Okay, send, sender, receiver structure. Okay, then data is correct. Then I will check to the server side why this data is display. Okay, so here I'll be write bind function receiver. Okay, bind value percentage B, char receive SND, size of receiver. Okay, int r, instead of size I'll be pass the r. Okay, because r is the return the total byte size. Okay, so here, okay, then here I'll be compile this program. Okay, then run hello, it will display hello. Then same receiver will send the message to the sender. Then what will happen? Here you go to the receiver side. Okay, so here what will happen? So receiver will, so receiver do not know the details of the sender. So here you will be, okay, define the sender details to send the message. So here will be write sender, okay, dot scene, okay, family is equal to AF underscore inet. Okay, then we will be write sender, okay, dot scene port is equal to, what will write here, port is equal to HTONS. What is the size? What is the port I have given? For sender 6000. We will write the 6000. Okay, then sender, okay, dot scene underscore addr dot s underscore addr is equal to, will be write, okay, will be write suppose inet underscore addr. Okay, same machine, so I will be write the IP address 127.0.0.1. Okay, so here, okay, I'll be message passed to the sender. What is write? Send to. Okay, here write the message. Suppose REC FD receiver FD, then will be pass. So you have not taken the input. So here will be taken the input. You will write printf. Okay, enter message. Enter message. So here will be write scanf. Okay, will be write the percentile s. Okay, will be write, suppose for sending purpose you are using SND variable. SND. Okay, this SND variable we have declared for sending. So here send to will be write SND, then will be write strlen, okay, SND, then close the bracket, then will pass the flag. Then what are the last two variable? Last two variable will be send the, use the sender variable. So how to write this? Will be write struct, okay, socket addr, okay, then give the pointer, will be write the ampersand sender, then here write the size of sender, okay, sender, okay, size of sender, then I'll be close this. Okay, then here I write the program, what is now sender, receiver send the message, printf receiver send the message, sent message. Then same will be go to the, okay, which side? Now your receiver side. So I will compile it successfully and run this program. Yes, it is running. Then you go to the receiver sender side. Okay, then what will write here? It will be write here. Then it will come from the receiver. So here what will write here? It will be write, suppose int size, okay, is equal to, you will be write size of, okay, receivers. Okay, we will write the right side of receiver. Then we write the int r is equal to receive from. Okay, receive from, what will pass here? It will be right. Okay, what is the SEN FD is the sender FD. Then you will pass the message. What will be receive the message? So here you will declare the receive. Here write the receive RCB. Then here pass the size of okay RCB. Okay, then next will be pass the flag 0. Okay, then pass the 2 argument. It will return from the sender side. It will return from the receiver side. So here we write the struct socket DDR pointer ampersand receiver. Then we will be write the ampersand size. What is the size of data it will receive? Ampersand size. Okay, here write printf. You write it is coming the data one by one character. So to make it string, you will be write receive r is equal to, you will be write 0, r the null character. Then write printf received from server, received from your receiver. Okay, here write percentile s slash n will pass the variable RCB. Then close this. Okay, then I'll be run this program. What is successfully compiled or not? I'll check. Run. Enter the message. First, your sender will be send the message. Suppose here passes hello or Kritika. Okay, so it will display Kritika in the receiver side, and receiver will send the message, suppose entertainment. Then it will display from the sender side that value receiver is the entertainment. Okay, so this time you will be make the program UDP program. UDP means it is a connectionless, no connection. Before send the data, there is no connection. Like as your TCP, first make the connection using accept and connect function, but here is no accept connect functions are there. You directly send the message, whether it will reach the destination space, there is no guarantee. So in send to receive from function will be last parameter will be passed the that destination address or source address. So this is called your UDP. So I think you have understood. If you have understood, then if you are new to my channel, subscribe it to know to see this type of video. And if you are and another one request, you are from which university or which college, you will be write the college name and city name, so that I will be happy to see that your comment. Okay, so I want to tell you that next time I will be create another video. So till then, so okay, bye and thank you.